Oh my gosh, have you heard about this case of this undefeated coach from Union High School in Virginia missing? Well, we come to find out he's not just missing, he's on the run. That is correct. This is Travis Turner, and he's an undefeated head coach of Union High School in Virginia. And many people believe that he went missing for unknown reasons, and then it was later determined that he is on the run for CSam. That is correct. But this doesn't stop there. The mind-blowing issue is he's not the only person from this school or even this district that has been charged with the same type of allegations. What is going on in this area? His wife does not believe that he is capable of doing anything. She believes the allegations are false, but here is the kicker. When law enforcement came to his house, he fled out the back and into the Appalachian Mountains behind his Virginia home. And it's alleged he may have a rifle. This is not a good situation. It appears he may be armed and dangerous. So please be on the lookout for Travis Turner, but keep your distance and call 911. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Bullhorn Betty channels, not just here, but also on the YT, where we just broke down this case. Go over and check it out. See you soon. Got to clean that off. There we go. Well, hey guys, it's Bullhorn Betty, and I cover true crime, and we are covering a weird case out of Virginia, and you'll understand why I say it's weird here in just a moment. This here is Travis Turner. He's an undefeated head coach of Union High School in Virginia, and he is now on the run for CSam. CSam, if you guys don't know what that is, it's child S abuse material, okay? Child S abuse material. So it's, SA material type stuff. This coach is beloved in his community, has wife, a family, well known. As you guys can imagine, football is near and dear to a lot of people around this country, and to have an undefeated coach, he is next to God in that community. I am certain of it. And the investigators came to his home to question him. This is an ongoing investigation, so there's no possibility in my mind that he did not know he was under investigations before law enforcement came knocking. I think he was concerned when they came to his home, and he thought he was going to be arrested. Well, he takes off out the back door, and I don't know if this is accurate or not. We're hearing rumors that he might have a rifle. So if you guys see this guy out there somewhere, then please be very, very cautious. This is a coach. We learned the day before yesterday that we had a missing coach. I dismissed it. He's an adult. I had a couple children that I was covering. So I was just monitoring this case. And then this case went from a missing person case to a man on the run, and we learned that this missing coach is actually fleeing from law enforcement because of this child P found on his devices. Now, the crazy part about this case, folks, is this is not the first guy that's been arrested at the school or even in the school district. Now, while these people are not connected that I can see, it seems like there is a culture in this community that's very, very unsavory. They've had another teacher and coach arrested 2 years previously for the same type of situation. And they also had another teacher in the same county that was also arrested earlier on. So this particular area, if you look into it and you're doing your due diligence, I would say dig a little deeper, because there's a lot of this CSam going on in this community amongst the teachers and people that are trusted individuals over children. So I personally think that and I've said this on my YT channel earlier today, that I truly believe that we need to be going back to the drawing board. And I think every school across this country needs to do a re-examination of all of their employees, do a full background check on all of their employees, and confirm that all of their employees are good. They also need to do psychological testing. There are ways that you can test people to find out a lot about their makeup, how they think, what they do. Believe it, they've been using this type of technology and techniques for years, decades, for a very, very, very long time. So I know that it does exist, and I think that they need to start psychologically testing all of their teachers, because there have been multiple teachers that have zero criminal history, zero tickets, zero anything in their history, and turn out to be these creeps and freaks. And those psychological testings would have uncovered that, as opposed to just a criminal background check. We need psychological testing of our teachers in questionnaires to identify who they are, and if they're identified as one of these bad gene people, and maybe we need to look at somebody else to hire instead of them. But I think it is time. I don't care about tenure and stuff like that. I'm done with this with the schools. That needs to go away. Whenever we have seriously psych testing, yes, there's enough employees. I don't know if you need to be doing some research on child. You need to go look at child, crime on Google. In every single state, you have daily new cases coming up. And some of those people are absolutely teachers. And as a matter of fact, let me tell you this. I'm seeing a change in teachers. Once before, it used to be the men with the women, the female students. Now it's just the opposite. We have more female teachers abusing male students than we do male teachers abusing female students right now. We have an epidemic with women in teaching positions doing these things. Now, this is happening all over the country, so yes, I do believe in psychological testing. If you don't, you're probably a liberal and probably not good for this channel, okay? I'm not. I'm a conservative. I believe in, saving children, right? I'm one of those people that would like to save the babies, and, animals are animals, even puppies, okay? I'm not with it, but children I am. I was at a meeting in my county where there was a woman standing up there fighting for the rights to unalive a child in the womb while fighting for the rights of a puppy. You make that make sense. That was the most deplorable, sickening thing I had ever witnessed in a county meeting in my life. So, yes, psychological testing, absolutely. I do believe in it, absolutely, 100%. I like to protect our children, not put our children in the hands of predators. And I feel like we're doing a lot of that because we're at the mercy of these school districts that have DEI and other things that are harming our children across this country. And I'm going to stand on my platform, which I built, as you can see, very, very large. I'm like literally on every platform. So for all the haters out there, you're just going to have to keep on hating, because I'm going to keep on speaking and standing on my hill. And trust me, I used to think I sat on this hill alone, but I don't. I have hundreds, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people that sit on this very hill with me. So it's wild to see. As a teacher, I know that that's got to be, and that's what, I've got teacher friends, and they're very concerned about what's going on, because they're in fear of losing their job. Good teachers are in fear of losing their jobs to these whack jobs that are coming in and teaching our children. So if you're a good teacher, you fight to stay. And I know it's hard, because there's been a lot of teachers that I've watched walk out the schools, and they were good teachers. And it's sad, because our children deserve the best, and the best are walking out the door to social media warriors. I'm done with it. I'm done with the conversation about it. It's time to get this garbage out of our school and start protecting our children. And if that means all of our teachers need to have a psychological test, then yes, they need a psychological test. If they don't want the job, they can leave, right? There's no guarantees in this world. There's no guarantees. And this whole thing that we guarantee employment to government officials, trust me, I'm working very hard to end that as quickly as possible. You do not get tenure in this country on the government's dime. We will give you contracts. When your contract's over, you renew, just like every other corporation. This idea of people getting in with our government and being able to do damage and walk away, I'm over it. But we're not going to get into that conversation right now. We have a teacher, a coach on the run that is accused of serious crimes. His wife is standing up and speaking up for him, and she does not believe he did this. But I'm sorry. I think when he ran out the back of his house with a firearm, that was all I needed to hear. He's obviously guilty, because people that aren't guilty don't act that way. Okay, they stand up, they hold their head high, they say you're wrong, and they do what they need to do to prove them right. And this guy didn't. He ran. He fled. He left his wife to deal with all of this, his children to deal with all of this, the school to deal with all of this, and he cowardly fled. So he's on the run. We need to find him. He may be armed and dangerous. So please keep your distance if you do think you see him. I know it's a holiday weekend. He's going to try to blend in, but he is mobile, okay? But he's on foot, it sounds like. It doesn't sound like he has a vehicle. So he's either in those Appalachian mountains trying to live off the land, or he's got a friend helping him. So if you're helping this guy, don't. You're sticking your neck out way too long, and trust me, we will chop it off. So please don't help this guy. Turn him in if you hear from him, and let's get this predator behind bars. All right, guys, rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. Please check out my channel. And I'm also on the YT, so get over there. We just broke this entire case down for you and read some articles that I think you might be interested in. And that's on my Bullhorn Betty channel on YT. Also, please support this channel. I don't know what's going on with the algorithm, but I have been posting several videos that just haven't been picking up. So I'm trying to work with the algorithm now, trying to figure out what is the best strategy with this new algorithm. So right now I'm just going to ask my audience to please just go over and support and just check my channel here and there. And if you see something that you like, please don't forget to heart it and get it into the algorithm so we can start building this channel up and getting the views that we need to have on this channel. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, you guys have an amazing day, and we'll see you soon. Oh, and by the way, if I don't get back on here before tomorrow, happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I really hope you guys have an amazing time with your family. I hope you guys stuff yourself with a lot of great calorie-free food. I hope you stuff yourself to the point that you're ready to pass out and burst, okay? I want you to be that happy. And so, oh, thank you, Caitlin. I appreciate that. So please go out and enjoy your day with your family and your friends, and we will be here. If you guys want some entertainment and you're up first thing in the morning, now I'm not going to be on TikTok, but I will be on YT, okay? I'm doing a show first thing in the morning. I'm going to start doing it around 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So if you guys have a YT account, go over there and sub me up on YT so you guys can be entertained. You're either going to be pulling your bird out at that time, or you're going to be putting your bird in. So you're going to need some entertainment, and there is nobody louder and happier first thing in the morning than I am on the YT. So what charges are you talking about? This guy, CSam, child P material. You know, obviously it was stuff that he got off the internet, but it's still exploitive, and we put people behind bars that try to acquire that kind of content, and that's what he did. He acquired that kind of content, and he's a coach at a school with impressionable young ladies. It sounds like he's even tried to solicit one of those young ladies to boot. So we've got a problem here. We need to find him, and we need to put him behind bars. You know, my heart bleeds for his family. My heart bleeds for his wife. My heart bleeds for the community that loves him. They're all victims of him as well. You know, these type of predators, they live double lives. You know, they're this great person, and they have this secret. And this is one of the guys with those deep secrets that now have been exposed. So anyways, guys, have a great day. We'll see you soon. But more importantly, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. God bless.